Let me try to do what I try to do, and that is do some summaries of some of the highlights that I think that I heard here. When we were talking progress, what dawned on me is there are real benefits coming out of cloud. I mean, this is we've been doing cloud shows now for many years, and it was always like, well, we're starting to work on cloud programs. You know, what I heard today, I mean, Kathy rattled off a lot of statistics there that are impressive in terms of you know, progress being made and dollars being saved and so forth. I also heard that the hybrid clouds are here to stay. There are things that belong in the private cloud or things that can go to the commercial cloud, and that evolution will continue. I assume we talked a little bit more and more things moving to more and more public clouds as we work our way through the security issues surrounding them. The other also was brought out is it's not just about saving money, we're getting better mission results, which is a big part of all this. And the learning curves, we're getting over that learning curve now to where we've got those roadmaps and strategies in place. We're now moving forward with actual deployments. When we talked about specific programs, we heard about the global content from DISA, and I heard content as a service, which was a new term for me. We heard a lot about alerts and contingency planning kinds of things, weather-related issues and so forth. No longer necessary to build systems for the peak. We can build systems and ramp up, ramp down as necessary and pay for what we need when we need it. Security, we heard FedRAMP rules. We heard all kinds of kudos for FedRAMP. And we also discussed the fact that here's an opportunity for security, an opportunity to do away with a lot of the things that have been done in the past that perhaps are legacy related, that are no longer necessary, and take a clean slate and define a new secure environment. Lessons learned, I heard quite a bit. We need to modernize policies and procedures as we go through this thing. We don't want to just take what we have now and stick it in the cloud. We want to gather some modernization along the way, come up with policies, procedures, and improve our operations while doing that. And we heard a lot about shared responsibilities. What cloud does is it shares responsibility across the organization and between the contractors and government agencies. We have challenges of determining where the future directions are going because it's a complex environment. Where's all the technology going? Dave brought up the identity management issue, which clearly is going to be a key factor with whatever it's done. And I think Kathy brought up financial management being challenged too. How we're going to figure out the model for how people pay and how people are reimbursed and prorating of payments and so forth. When we turn to the future, we talked about changing environment, less firefighting and more focus on the business mission, less complexity, easier use for the actual customers, and not just trading data anymore, but actually dealing with transaction services and actually getting a lot of value coming out of this. And as I see it, we move more towards the infrastructure. IT becomes more utility-like, while CIOs focus more on business and mission. With that, I want to thank our panelists for taking time to come out and share their wisdom with us.